First snap of the game. And his play action rolling to his right. A quick completion out to Charles Nelson. Right at the 31 points scored combined over the past 3 weeks. On their opening drive, they moved the chains up across the 35. And
a ball game in the middle there against Freeman.
Look at that five-man front from Utah as they try to combat this running attack without the health and the depth.
And the speed hit the playmakers the rock early.
Second down 7. Burmeister to the air from a clean pocket. First down grab by Mitchell. He retreats and gives up on offense on third down. Big key to today's contest. Oregon will run for it. They've got Freeman, and they're into Utah territory on their own.
There he is, one of the biggest loads in the conference.
Running behind Cam McCormick, and he cuts it to his left. Got a lane, and he's got the 20.
It's beat there for a big gain.
Back to Benoit, this time the right side. And they were gashed on the ground was Utah.
Play from Willie Taggart.
Benoit off his right shoulder. Single digits on the play clock. Burmeister and the Ducks looking for the 11-yard line to continue this drive, and it's blown dead. First penalty marker of the day. Our referee is Kevin Marr.
False start. Offense number 54.
Opening possession of this ball game. Burmeister has it against the blitz. He escapes. Braxton Burmeister. First down and goal for the Ducks.
Benoit, you see him at the running back, just pick up that blitz right there in the middle. That's a really nice job by him, and it allows Braxton Burmeister to not have to make a quick decision. He does, first down and goal.
Inside give here to the 5. Waugh with 8 touchdowns to his credit this season. Burmeister pulls it out, throws to the 4. McCormick goes airborne. Drive. And so Burmeister with his toes on his goal line, and Freeman in his backfield. So Freeman pushes the pile.
Sidelines are like specifically talking to both young quarterbacks coming off struggling games.
This is Taj Griffin turning the corner, and he's got a first down as the Ducks work out of their own end.
He was in first grade. He put a picture on his wall, said, "I want to get to the NFL." I think about it ever since.
He's got it again. Up to the 27-yard line. A runs of 11 and 8 yards for Griffin to set up second down and 2. And again, the most penalized group in the country.
Defense.
Tony Brooks James started in the slot, motions into the backfield for this carry. He dodges a U, and it looked like a fumble, but he squeezed through up near the sticks. It's essential that Oregon grab the early lead. They did, but now the penalty marker's piling up.
False start. Offense number 84.
Instead of an easy third, it's back to 6. And a missed exchange, and the Utes are on it.
First down, Utah.
Well, you can't really even give Utah all the credit. It's not like it was a strip caused fumble. It was simply a poor exchange. You know, fumbled the snap, and that comes with experience, JB. If you fumble it on the zone read as a quarterback, your job is just to fall on the play.
Burmeister back to work with Charles Nelson motioning into his backfield. Feeling the heat, and he's smothered.
Well, Kylie Fitz off the edge of Chase Hansen. Good to get him back at full speed. I really think Chase Hansen has been that missing piece on this defense, on those types of blitzes.
Fitz with his 3rd sack of the year. This little push pass here inside to Griffin. He fights through a tackler up to the 30.
And for the Ducks.
Mitchell motions out of that trips bunch right. Freeman in the backfield. They'll throw for it, and they've got it with Johnny Johnson III.
Sure is what you're taught to do. Easy completion. Freshman
moves the chains. First down from the 38. This is Freeman with a good block.
Hughes.
Burmeister to the air. Releases far side to midfield.
And Marcus Mariota's in the house watching.
At least a catch now in 6 straight games for Schooler. As the Ducks run for 3.
Nervous at the stage, he feels confident.
Back to Freeman here. And I like what Willie down the longest drought of his career. First, the Ducks have to pick up on 3rd down. They sweep for it with Freeman. Right on cue. Royce inside the 20 and shouldered out with 1st and goal.
Hansen, you'll see him at the center position, and there goes Hanlon. He's so dynamic in the open field, such a violent finisher.
After a gain of 34, Burmeister pulls it out, and he's swarmed.
Hansen right there, and he is the lead blocker for Royce Freeman. He follows him, and all of a sudden, his receiver, Brandon Schooler, picks up a little piece for him, and away he goes.
Already hit on a 5-yard toss to McCormick for the first score. Benoit to the 6.
And they love coming right here to number 6. That's Charles Nelson in the slot in motion.
They do get the play off, and they'll roll the pocket again. Here is Nelson. Great play in space.
Anybody in the Pac-12.
Burmeister at the controls again today, and he rolls it to his right. Looking for Nelson at the near side.
Potentially for those final 2 games before you see Justin Herbert.
A 2nd down 10 run, and 3rd down upcoming for the Ducks.
Play Arizona late, and USC would have a bye before the title game.
Blitz up the middle, and they get to Burmeister.
Marquise Blair, Sania Tautioli, right up the middle. They take up and they eat up a couple extra offensive linemen untouched. And for Braxton Burmeister, having to see that and have to adjust to it is difficult for any quarterback. But this drive, to me, the issue with...
They begin from their 19. A timeout to work with. And Freeman hitting the brakes and squeezing for a couple. Another run on 2nd and 8. Stuffed by the Utes. Tautioli plugs that hole.
Aggressive, and I'm sure every fan wants you to be aggressive in the 2-minute drill. But he's saying, all right, you know what? It's been a tough...
After halftime, we'll touch it for the first time. Burmeister again to start today. Brooks James weaving his way on the cutback. We've seen him in the slot. We've seen him in the backfield.
Pressure on this Utah defense.
Freeman straight ahead. Royce Freeman making that. Back to Freeman quickly. Shouldered by Tautioli. Burmeister will throw. Mitchell got caught up, and there's a penalty marker.
Pass interference. Defense number 24.
The field right here, you see them trying to work that area. Kenrick Young, he grabs them. All of a sudden, with that right arm, trying to work that.
Probably a good penalty. It saved a touchdown. That Utah defense jumps. Free play for the Ducks. Out of bounds. And now they stuff the run. Whistle and listen to the Autzen crowd. He's forced to roll that way and get rid of it to stay in field goal range.
Defensive front, they just come off the ball. A little twist up front, and that's the physical defense we thought we'd see in this ballgame. And I really
have it back 2013, their lead. Brooks James hits the edge, hits the Jets. Tony Brooks James gets through an ankle tackle. If you're an Oregon fan,
I mean, just keep playing them. Just keep feeding number 20 inside linebacker.
56 on the pickup. Ducks stay with it. And this time wrapped up.
The Rock, when he's been in a wide out, running back, flying in motion, he is dynamic with the ball, fresh leg.
Burmeister collected by 2 Utes. Play clock short. Movement.
False start. Offense number 68.
Nelson wants to throw. Stays on his feet. Now heaves. Did Breland hang on? He did. May and jiu-jitsu, they share that in common. Here's the balance you're talking about.
I mean, look at that. That's incredible. Low center of gravity, and then they have the wherewithal to say, you know what? Let's see if somebody can make a play. Charles Nelson out of Florida, dynamic athlete. Things haven't gone his way, but he stays balanced, eyes up, and then all of a sudden, okay, Chase Hansen, you think you got me? No, you don't.
With a diamond of 4, and now Freeman motioning out of it to join Burmeister, who's only thrown 10 passes on the day.
False start. Offense number 54.
A quick stop here would certainly help their cause as Freeman looks for the corner. He's got a block. Royce Freeman gets
right in the middle, and he's simply going to overrun this play. He reads it right, shoots the gap, doesn't make play. Explosive play. I mean, perfect defense play, and that's exactly what Chase Hansen was hoping his team wouldn't do.
a draw for Burmeister with some help from Breelands, and he's down to the 35. Tate's done all that in what, 3 weeks? Benoit nearly broke it.
And having success running the football.
Benoit patient, now hits it, and he picks up the first down at the
Play.
Burmeister keeps it. And well struck. American cheeseburger, if I saw correctly. And that means give it to Brooks James. Makes one miss. Tony for the touchdown.
You'll see Donovan Thompson right there. Similar play to Cody Barton. Right angle. Whoop! Right foot in the ground. See you later. House call. Dynamic athlete number 20. Keep moving on in the fourth quarter.
A good bet is to give it to Freeman and let him do the work. He's come back. Burmeister to the flat. Freshman Darian McNeil with his first grab. Third down short. Freeman's got it. From that left edge. Second down for the Ducks. Another inside give, and Freeman stacked up. Third down and long. A bunch of grief about it. Can they get a bit of revenge with a comeback here? They get off the field on third down. They give it back to their offense already with 324 yards rushing in 4-minute mode here. Trying to close out Utah. Brooks James goes airborne.
And this is what this team is built upon. Sack Lake City, the defensive front.
Griffin drilled at the 50. Third down 18. Of course, they'll keep it on the ground with Taj Griffin. And he stays inbound. Let's see if he came in third nationally under Jim Leavitt. And they can run it out. Just have to stay inbounds and stay in possession. That's what.
No guarantees, but you wouldn't be shocked if they won their final two.
Benoit again. He hits the seam. And he will hit the end zone.
Willie Taggart said, I want to see my team compete. I want to make sure it matters. Well, when you watch your offensive line late in the ball game, Cunningham never pulls any punches. He shoots you straight. They're going to get back to business with the Bruins coming in on Friday.